Hello and welcome to the Snitchuation Room. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Brandon.
And we're snitching and bitching today. What's up?
We are. I was wanting to talk about something that we talked about while we were on vacation this past week with our families. And I'm not sure if anyone out there remembers a time when it was okay to leash your child. There was a time in the not so recent past, I'd say late 80s, early 90s, where it was 100% a thing that people sold child leashes.
They were like on those TV channels that were just constant commercials.
Yes.
It was one of those where it was like a backpack that you put on them.
Yeah, there were backpacks, but let me tell you about one that my grandmother had.
You were leashed. You were a child who was leashed.
This was a Velcro strap that went tight on your arm.
Wow. So it was like a handcuff.
Tight. And the other one was a Velcro strap tight on your grandmother's arm.
Why your grandma, not your mom?
And then in between the two of you was a phone cord. I mean, literally a plastic phone cord, the exact same kind of cord that used to be on like a phone that would hang from a wall.
So it was like curly like that?
Yeah. So we would go. My grandmother would take me to Belk.
Why were you put on a leash? Like, of all children, I can't imagine you being an issue.
Maybe this is why I'm so well adjusted.
I guess.
Because I was leashed.
I wasn't leashed. My mom, we would go into a store and I'd hide inside of like racks of clothing and pop out.
So what would happen is I'd be leashed. And we would go into like Dillard's or Belk or Macy's or whatever. And I would be like going through the store with her. And then I'd like kind of cut off on my own while she'd be looking at something. And I loved to get like inside of the racks.
That's
like it was a fort.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like I would just be jerked out of the...
Pulled from your fort.
Pulled from the fort.
From your fortress.
And so, so that was part of my childhood. And I was just thinking like, do these even exist? And on the plane, I Googled on Amazon child leash.
Well, didn't we see a child leash?
And the exact same leash still exists.
Wait, I thought that we saw a child leash while we were in the Delta thing.
Oh, no, there was a child on, it was just a dog leash. I mean, they had a
dog leash.
A dog harness on
Put upon a child. Oh, yeah, it was a child harness.
Child harness, yeah.
They had a harness that was like Doug's, and we were like, harness probably better than leash.
Yeah, just the old harnessed child leash.
Yeah. I guess in the same way that we've learned that we probably shouldn't put leashes around dogs' necks and yank them around. Now we're harnessing children.
I mean, I guarantee you.
Instead of pulling their shoulders out of the socket.
Arms were broken.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised.
And like, there's something about, like, I even know with having a dog, especially when it's acting up and it's around their neck. Yeah. Like, you have this, like, that they get mad at you, or you get mad at them, and you just jerk them.
Yank.
And you yank, and you're like, oh, I could hurt my dog that way.
Oh, yeah,
but that was a child. That was a child.
You're yanking its shoulder out of joint. That's crazy.
And I'm not saying that there was anything wrong. When I tell you, this was a normal thing. I'm not hating on my grandmother for this.
I think you think it was normal. I was not leashed. My brother was not leashed.
I saw many a child in South Carolina.
This dog needs to be leashed right now. Doug, stop doing whatever you're doing.
Leashed.
We're about to leash you inside.
Many child leashes out there.
I was not walking around seeing children leash.
Okay.
There was a leashing situation in your area of South Carolina.
So maybe don't listen to me about your problems because
Brandon was leashed.
I was a child that was born on a leash.
Yeah. You were born. Well, you weren't. You were on an umbilical cord.
I was.
So I guess we were all
leashed
born
since
on
birth,
a leash.
and now I'm on your leash. So
I don't have you leashed.
I'm leashed.
You tried.
I want to be leashed.
You're always trying to be
get
leashed.
Away from me.
I'm like, be free.
I'm about trying to get leashed on. I'm about to leash you.
Oh, would love to see you try. Would love to see you try to leash me.
Well, again, welcome to the Snitchuation Room. This is where we take your problems, your snitchuations that you have submitted, and we give you our unlicensed, unfiltered advice.
Yeah, we shouldn't get, but we are.
And that's
what we do.
3 new ones for you today.
We have 3 new ones. If I were giving my Snitchuation Room, I would say, how do I recover? How do I become a real human by Monday? I'm not ready. My stomach's not ready. We went down to South Carolina and my stomach was like, hey, who are you? Who do you think you are? What are you eating?
Well,
what you doing?
Exactly. And Doug's really been on one as well. Last night, we left him for the first time in days, and he chewed up the box to Rachel's red light therapy.
Yes! I told you, when we left, I told Brandon, I said, the look on his face, he was mad at me. He was mad at me for leaving him, and Brandon's like, that's just how he looks when he leaves. He's fine. And I said, no, he was mad. Brandon, you laughed at me. You thought pish posh.
Well, he doesn't do this to me.
I know.
Because he knows it has no effect.
Okay.
It doesn't.
And we got back, and he had eaten the cardboard box all the way around. And I was like, I knew it. I knew he was going to do, and it was on something that was mine that he had pulled out from under where it stays and chewed on just to spite me. It was rude. What's happening? All right.
Just needed a little more light on my face.
Okay.
All right. So let's jump in. Snitchuation number 1.
This is a long one. Okay. Hi, Snitchuation Room. I need advice because I think my past self may have ruined my life. Okay, well, that happens. 2 years ago, I went on a work trip to London. I'd never been before, and from the start, I planned to turn it into a bit of a splurge. After the work event ended, a few close friends were flying in, and we were going to stay several days extra at a really nice hotel, a true once-in-a-lifetime trip. Originally, I booked a refundable hotel elsewhere for a personal portion, but once I got there, I was so impressed with the hotel that the company put me in, I decided we should just stay there instead. I checked online and saw it was easy to extend my room and add another, so I just did that. Everything went on my work card. We went big. See where this is going. Room service, spa treatments. Oh, dear God, this is making my stomach hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I once accidentally put an Uber Eats order for cookies for us on my work card and almost had diarrhea. I immediately got an email too that was like, was this for work? I'm like, no, it was $10. Right. No. But anyway, and I know how that was and how much hoopla I had to go through. Okay. Dinner at a Michelin star restaurant in the hotel. All of it was meant to be paid back by me. I figured I'd just reconcile it properly once I got home. Here's where things go sideways. My assistant handles all my expense reports. Well, this person's high up in this company. Mm-hmm. In the chaos of getting back to work, I forgot to flag the personal charges. Did you? They submitted the reconciliation as if the entire trip was business. The company reimbursed everything, no questions, no flags. I noticed immediately, and I said nothing. Oof. Okay. Now, a full year later, I just got an email from my supervisor. First of all, your company, a full year? Jesus. Okay, I got an email from my supervisor asking for a meeting about irregularities in my card usage. I've combed through every recent charge. Nothing else is questionable. It has to be London. What do I do? Do I come clean and admit I knowingly let it slide? Do I frame it as an innocent oversight? Do I let my assistant take the fall? Are you kidding? Oh my God, that's so bitchy. No, I feel sick. Help. I'll let you start here.
So the first thing is, this happens to everyone, like the little charges here and there.
Well, that ain't a little charge.
No, that's what I'm saying, but this is
Douglas, he is just trying to destroy things.
But this is a rather large purchase.
I would say spa treatments, room service.
And I think the thing is, like, when you get back, you've got to go ahead and reconcile. But the thing is like, this person doesn't reconcile their own stuff. So I understand the initial oversight of the person just, has access to your like receipts and stuff like that, and they just submitted it.
Well, they said they noticed it immediately and said nothing once they got reimbursed.
No, that's it. They got reimbursed, but it's like, do you go back now? That's where they made the wrong decision. Like, they're admitting to us that that was
the original sin.
That this was nefarious. That they were like, oh, they paid for the whole thing.
They're kind of like, well, guess I don't have to worry about this.
And this is obviously a person who's higher up at the company.
Yeah.
So it's like they thought, no big deal, because they're
I wonder
already.
If they did like a company audit or something.
They're already staying at this really nice hotel. That's the whole thing. Like, so it's not like, oh, a big hotel thing or whatever. It's like
they added a room. Like, it's crazy that didn't get flagged.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, did it come over as just one large sum purchase?
No, because you have to go through. You know how it is when you're putting in your credit card stuff?
Maybe. Yeah, I think you're screwed here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're big time screwed. I think if you're looking for a way to process this, I think you've just got to fall on the sword.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, your only option maybe to get out of it is to be like, Or just like claim ignorance, like, oh, she must have, like, tell them the story without letting them know that you noticed.
Oh,
but I mean, that's so much money, because you're talking about probably $10,000 realistically.
You cannot let your assistant take the fall for this, though.
Well, no.
That is so messed up. That's the question. Do I let my assistant take the fall for the mistake I didn't even know they were making? No. No.
And I think by that they mean not blame it on them, but be like, my assistant didn't know and she just sent the thing.
I think that you can say, like, I should have flagged it earlier.
I think that's what they mean.
Okay. Just make sure your assistant doesn't get in trouble. Okay. But yeah, you could say I was going to do it at a different hotel. I ended up doing it here. I may not have communicated that to my assistant appropriately.
Yeah, but I think you got to fall on the sword, and I think you got to be real sorry.
Yeah, I was just like, I will pay back everything past this particular date. I must have gotten busy with X, Y, and Z.
I mean, I'd go to the meeting with a sack full of cash, ready to pay up.
A briefcase. Here you go.
I've been going back since the email came in. I've been going back through my purchases.
I had an issue where I had my work card for my last job on Uber, because that's what I always did. Like, every time I went to conferences was when I used Uber, and because I always use Lyft here for some reason. And every time I used Uber Eats or Uber, it went on my work card. Because I remember being in Vegas and my boss was like, "What? Are you at a conference in Vegas?" And I was like, "What?"
Well, I used to work at a job where literally, like, a coffee, they were coming for it.
Oh, yeah.
$2.
Coming through
like if you put anything haphazard on there, like, I'm talking about like a swipe in the subway accident, I mean, any amount.
Yeah.
They were like,
coming for your neck.
What is this?
Why is it there?
I did not do a reconciliation at that place where I was not asked to change something and pay it myself.
Right.
And then I got to a new job, and it's like, one time I accidentally did a city bike on there. One time I accidentally had like a big meal somewhere that was like on a card attached to my account that I use for other things like PayPal or something. And my job at that point was like, not a big deal.
Yeah. Tell them, like, freaking out, and they're like, we don't care.
Yeah. They're like, it was.
Call it what you will.
It was $20. Like,
and we're like, oh.
And then, like, that does not process with me, because I'll be honest.
You were melting down.
If it's my company, I'm like, what's this?
I see here $12 for
these
this
weren't
purchase.
Company donuts.
Yeah. These
Whose
were
donuts were
donuts.
these?
I didn't receive a donut.
This late night McDonald's trip, was that on company time?
That feels like a drunk McDonald's.
Yeah,
I know that McDonald's.
That doesn't feel like it was within work hours. Can I see the receipt again? Are the hours printed on that?
It says 1:30 a.m. That's not a work time.
Yeah. So I think you got to fall hard on the sword.
Oh.
I don't even think you wait. Personally, I would not wait for them to tell you what the issue is.
I would be shopping my resume around.
Yeah.
It's me? It's high?
You may need to get out before.
Get with the networks. Maybe a LinkedIn post.
Maybe you're sick for the next week.
Yeah. Maybe you take some PTO. Talk with your friends, see what other job you can get, because this is definitely fireable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're sitting in the fire on this one.
Yeah, you are in the danger zone, baby.
So that's it. Like, I think.
Go head in hand. Hat in hand.
Head in hand, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, who is it? Was it John the Baptist?
Yeah. Head on a platter. Head on a charger. Yeah, it might be over.
Yeah, I think it is over.
Yeah, I think
there's a really big chance that this, especially with how high up you are at the company,
it's giving 2026 rebrand.
Yeah, it's giving Virgo rising in your chart.
Oh my God, Brandon.
So I was online earlier today, and I saw an astrology post by these two women, and they're sitting there, and they were like, if you have Virgo in your chart anywhere, especially if you're a Virgo rising, back of myself, you are forcibly or not going to be removed from the current job you're in, and you're going to be doing a whole overhaul of your entire career trajectory.
So Brandon had a subsequent meltdown.
Yeah, I was in the shower, like, almost in tears.
And I was like, hey, it's okay.
It also, not that astrology is fully garbage, but it may just be this woman may not know where she
this person may not know. You're fine.
It may just mean a big change at my work, a new position, a new way of being in the world.
Yeah. It does not have to be meant for you, buddy.
Yeah, I was having a palpitation.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. Do you want to read
sure,
situation number 2?
I'll read
Numero dos on my dirty laptop.
Dirty laptop.
Dirty laptop.
All right, here we go. Hi, Snitchuation Room. I need help because my mother-in-law is slowly driving me insane. I've been married to my husband for 3 years. We have a good relationship, communicate well, and generally make decisions as a team. The problem is that his mother seems deeply uncomfortable with that fact. She is constantly weighing in on our lives without being asked, comments about how we spend our money, how we divide chores, how often we travel, and her favorite topic, when we're having kids.
Oh, God.
Every phone call somehow circles back to just curious questions that feel more like surveillance than concern. What really gets under my skin is how she tries to involve my husband against me. She'll say things like, well, I would have handled that differently, or doesn't that bother you? And then look at my husband when I'm not in the room. She frames it as motherly advice, but it feels like she's quietly testing whether he'll side with her over me. Recently, she asked my husband if he was sure he was happy because he flippantly mentioned a very small disagreement the two of us had over a money thing. That comment alone sent me into a spiral. I've tried to be polite, I've tried ignoring it, I've tried gently setting boundaries, but she either laughs it off or acts wounded and tells other family members that I'm keeping her at arm's length. My husband agrees that she can be a lot, but he's conflict avoidant and keeps hoping I'll calm down, that it'll calm down on its own. It hasn't. So what should I do? Do I push my husband to confront her more directly? Do I set firmer boundaries myself and risk being painted as the villain? Or do I accept this as part of marrying into this family? Because right now, it feels less like advice and more like a power struggle. Can you help me?
It's a power struggle. What is up with these men who are conflict avoidant? What's wrong with y'all?
Wrong with us?
Just generally.
I mean,
or men who can't, for mothers who are overbearing, the men who can't be like, hey, stop.
Well, I don't have an overbearing mother.
No, not at all.
I think all
I'm not talking about you.
No. I think all mothers push boundaries, though. Yeah. And I think all mothers tend to have some sort of little bit of a power struggle. Mm-hmm. I think that's mothers and father. I think there's I'll change that up. I'll say that often family, period, will push on the boundaries of your relationship naturally to kind of see what you're made out of.
Sure.
And I think that you got to set them and you got to set them clear.
Yeah.
And obviously they're not set clear here, even though you've tried. It comes down to a very firm discussion now, I feel and honestly, it is the husband's.
Yeah.
It's his responsibility.
Yeah. I mean, a few things. One, if you live close, get further would be one thing, if you can. Two, he needs to absolutely set boundaries with her. That's ridiculous. Trying to wedge in like that is...
Well, and I've never experienced that either. Your mom does not wedge in on us.
No.
My parents don't wedge in on us.
No.
They're obviously everybody, like I said, there are small boundary pushes and things like that happen naturally in families. But never have I had anybody be this direct.
No, no.
I don't like you.
No.
Basically, I don't like her. I know you're married.
Yeah.
But
but are you sure?
Or you're going to side with me.
Right. I think it's really hard because moms who have boys really struggle with letting go. I feel like when moms have girls, the girls continue going home. They do the traditions. They don't lose them to other families.
And I think dads can be similarly to girls.
Yeah.
This protective thing.
Yeah. And so I think women who have only boys especially really get protective in this way. They want to be the woman, the matriarch, whatever. And so it becomes a weird battle. But yeah, he needs to step up and say something. And it's do I become the villain? You already are. In her world, you already are. So rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, and I think I mean, and honestly, like, this is how I operate. Like, my marriage is not just another relationship in my life to be put on some hierarchical structure. Like, it is the top. And so if you're messing with that, you're messing with me. And like, I'm way more apt to confront you, have a conversation with somebody who's not that person. Like, if it's interfering with that relationship, that's like the primary relationship.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think you've got to establish that with your husband. Like, am I the primary relationship
and
here?
And if not, then kick rocks. Because if your husband cannot have a conversation with his mother about not horning in on everything y'all are doing, this is going to be a lifetime.
Did it say they have kids?
No, it said she's constantly asking about when they're going to have kids.
Yeah. Well, this will, I mean, if you have any desire to have children, this will only be...
it will be exacerbated once you have kids.
Like I said, like marriage is one of those amplifiers. Having kids is one of those amplifiers. Amplifies the good, amplifies the bad.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to have to catch her with some boundaries before that happens, or she is truly going to be unhinged.
Oh, I definitely think so. And I think, like, she seems to already be involving other people. She's talking to other family members. It's not just them.
No. And that's what I'm saying. Like, get some distance if you can, especially while you don't have kids. Like, move away for a year.
Well, and I think the other thing is, like, for the husband to say, it doesn't have to be adversarial with the mother. It can just be setting the boundaries and saying, look, like, this is my wife. We live our own lives. It's not an attack against you.
Oh, she's going to take it like that, though, because she said that she gets wounded.
Yeah, well, she's going to have to be wounded. But if she's going to be wounded, it needs to be...
She's going to have a broken wing.
But it needs to be by him. It doesn't need to be by her. It needs to be by the son to go in and say, look, I'm seeing this pattern with you. I don't like it. And I'm married to this woman. And she ain't going anywhere.
The question is, does he have the sauce?
Or does he feel that way? I mean, I think, like, the first question's with this husband.
Yeah.
Like, why are you hesitant? And why are you talking to mommy about the money problems?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Flippantly mentioning it. Was that what he said?
Right. And then the mom telling everyone she's keeping her at arm's length. Yeah, bitch, I am. Coming out here like this, okay? Yeah, you're at arm's length until I've decided otherwise.
Yeah, you are at arm's length.
Uh-huh. What are the runners who run like that called?
Oh, that's a stiff arm.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Stiff arm.
That's a stiff arm.
Stiff arm until you prove yourself enough to me where you can come in closer. Otherwise, boom, there it is.
Yeah, I hear that.
I hate it when people whine about that. She's keeping me at arm's length. Do something different.
Well, I also think, like, there is this passive aggressiveness that you don't have. Like,
I just have aggressive.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're fully comfortable with conflict.
Okay, I'm not comfortable with that.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Well, then you do a great job.
I don't like it. I'd rather cut to the chase and get through it than sit around and simmer in it.
But here's the difference. It's like, what you consider conflict, I think goes a step beyond what most people consider conflict. Like, most people consider, like, a disagreement of any kind. Like,
that's
conflict.
Crazy.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like,
but
you
that's
should
really
be able to be like, you think this and I think that, and they're different, and that's okay.
But as I experience other people and their families, this is how I see it. Like, it's not, most people do not have the ability to have, like, an open dialogue with their family and their, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, there are family structures that are in place, and you're pushing up against that. It's more than just, like, in a friend group or in any of these other things where boundary setting, I feel like, is a little easier.
Yeah.
Like, with family, there are, like, ingrained structures.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely like that in my family too. I guess
No, I think in every family is what I'm saying.
But what you're saying that I like conflict. I don't like conflict.
I didn't say you liked it. I said you're comfortable with it.
I am not comfortable with it. I am just not as uncomfortable with it as other people are.
Okay.
To be comfortable with it is psychotic. I too am uncomfortable. But like I said, I would rather cut to the chase and get to the other side of it Whereas other people would rather be like, do, and tiptoe around it. And that I cannot abide. That's way worse to me. Pretending it's not happening, like it's not there, and never getting to the other side of it is so much worse than just being like, hey, can we address this? And moving on.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, and people are like, you just love conflict. No, I don't.
We can go back to the tape.
Yeah.
I believe, and if I said something different, I apologize. Okay. But I'm pretty sure I said you are more comfortable with conflict.
Maybe you did. What I heard
and I did not say and maybe I didn't even say you're comfortable with conflict. I think I said more comfortable with conflict.
I don't know that that's what you said. What I heard, which may not have been the case, was you like conflict.
I don't believe I said that. I may be wrong, and we will check the tape.
We'll roll the tape. But
You be the judge.
I don't like it. It makes my stomach hurt. It makes me uncomfortable too. But I think we're adults. At some point, we have to learn to get through it.
I think part of it and part of this conversation is that for me, when I'm uncomfortable with the conflict, and I'm not uncomfortable with all conflict, just some. And if I am uncomfortable with it, there is a physical response.
Yeah, you throw up.
And an outward...
You throw up.
Outward explosion. I'm either going to cry, scream, sweat, throw up, like all of those things. You don't show any of those signs. So it's all internal.
It is.
And so like when you tell me I'm not comfortable with conflict.
No, my stomach's hurting, my heart's racing.
Even after 16 years of marriage, that shocks me.
Yeah.
I'm learning something new.
No, I don't like it. When people come at me, my hands get clammy, my heart races. That's like people are constantly wanting to debate me. And I'm like...
You don't like to debate.
Because I don't want to embarrass people. I'm serious. Is that not what happens?
Sometimes.
Every time, and then what do people always say? Oh, Rachel, that's mean. You went too hard. Oh, Rachel. And I'm like...
No, you have been called a fact bully.
Yeah, a fact bully. Someone wants to go for my neck about something. I say facts. They tell me, you talk too fast. You say too much at once. You ask me too many questions, and you're a fact bully. And I'm like, well, then don't try to debate me.
Well, let me tell you, if you come after Rachel, you better have your Encarta. You better have Encyclopedia Britannica. You better have ChatGPT, Wikipedia. You better have them all open. And you better have read the Times, NPR. You better been on Reuters.
I don't do it anymore.
Scopes.
I don't do it because I know that I look at things differently, and I'm not saying I'm always right, because I'm not.
But you also have, like, a photographic memory. Like, honestly.
Yeah, like, I can recall things, and I can do it, like, chronologically, and other people, so they'll say something, and I'll start asking questions to, like, pull at a thread, and that really upsets people when they've had, like, some sort of script in their mind.
And I don't know what this is, because I will admit that I feel this when arguing with you sometimes.
Yeah.
That your questions, even though I don't know if it's a tonal thing or what, but it feels like I'm in the precinct and the light is on me. And you're like, yeah, I gotcha. But I know you never like that's not how you are, but there's something about it that and I see it on other people's faces.
I know. I have a level of intensity that makes people wildly uncomfortable.
I'm telling you should have been in the FBI.
No, but but that's why I don't debate. I don't like doing stuff like that. Even when I was like teaching and stuff and kids would do stuff, I was like, I really don't want to do this. And I would have to like get on to people. And I feel like people thought like, oh, she likes being in charge. She likes doing this. And I'm like, no, I really don't. I don't like having to call people down. I don't like having to be the bad guy. I don't like having to be like, hey, stop doing that. Don't do this. Da da da. But people respond to it.
I hear that.
And they stop. And that's what I did. And so here we are.
Snitchuation 3.
Snitchuation 3. Okay. I need help with a thought that I cannot seem to evict from my brain. I'm in a healthy, stable relationship with someone I genuinely love. He's kind, attentive, emotionally available, and makes me feel safe in ways I've never felt before. We communicate well. We have fun together. On paper, this relationship makes all the sense in the world. I have to burp, I feel like. Apologies in advance. Here's the problem. I had an ex who was better in bed. Oh. Like significantly better.
Like significantly better.
Yikes. I hate even admitting that because my current partner is not bad. It's just different. That's not what you want to hear. That's like when Rouse and Rachel broke up. And she's like, was she better? And he's like, she was different. Okay. Less electric, less chemistry different, more warm than wild. I try telling myself this is just what maturity feels like. The passion fades and stability is what matters. But the comparison keeps happening in my head uninvited. To make this worse, my ex has recently reappeared in my life through mutual friends. We haven't crossed any lines. There's been no flirting, no messages, nothing inappropriate, just proximity. But it's shaken something loose. Now I'm spiraling. Am I being nostalgic about a narrow part of my last relationship, or is this my brain telling me I'm settling in a way that will come back to haunt me? I love my partner. I want a future with him, but I'm scared that this quiet comparison means something deeper, and I don't know whether to ignore it, talk about it, or treat it like a warning sign. Help.
Oh boy. Well, if everything you're saying is true, like I'm going to take you at your word.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I've got a lot of questions beyond what you're.
I want to know why they broke up.
But I think you got to listen to yourself.
Listen to your heart.
But I think what you're saying is all true. Like you love this guy. He's very good to you. It's very stable. The sex is not bad, but it's not as good. But you're getting a lot more out of this relationship than any relationship that you've been in. And I think you're reaching that point where it's like, this isn't perfect, right? Which nothing is. And I think that is an important thing. Like
important lesson.
If you went back with this other guy, what would you be trading in? You know.
So, you know what you're getting.
You know what you're getting. And I don't even think it's so much from what you're saying that you want to be with this guy or even are contemplating going back with him. It's just making you doubt the relationship that you're in. And I would say sex is fixable.
Yeah.
Like I think you're probably not communicating about this.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe the guy thinks this is what you want and you need to like provide some feedback in a way that he's not taking as feedback.
Yes. Well, and I think most guys, not all guys, but most guys want to hear what the woman wants.
Yeah.
And will probably be turned on by hearing what the woman wants.
Especially if wanting it to be more wild.
Yeah, especially if it tends to be more wild. There are some men who are not into that. Most are. And most are definitely willing to give it a little shot.
Yeah. Especially like if you already have a good connection and you're saying like it's warm but not wild, like he can probably get wild. Like give him a chance to get wild.
I think what men and women fall into this trap of being like, I should not have to say what I need. It should just be perfect.
Yeah.
We should fall into bed together and it should be some sort of like, it should be like the sex we see in Basic Instinct. Right. Wild and out of control. And it's just not how it is. Like we have to talk to one another.
Right.
And I think it is uncomfortable. And so I think that's where you got to start. Like it seems that all of the areas of your relationship are feeling really nice, very safe, very good, but you want to experience a different kind of sexual dynamic. But in order to get that, you are going to have to talk about it. And some people find that not sexy or that's not what I want to do. I want it to just feel free. It just does not happen.
It's not the reality.
Way.
Yeah, you're going to have to talk.
Sometimes you have that connection with somebody, but you often don't have anything of those other connections with them.
It's like insane otherwise.
And so I think like a lot of that crazed energy comes from sometimes a lunatic that you wouldn't want to be in a relationship with.
Literally.
So I think you can find that with this guy, especially if he is warm, if he does hear feedback. I think if you've got a partner that's good, I think you lean into that. You don't let the first thing that comes along break it. Now, if there are other red flags and things that are making you feel this way, or that you just don't feel like it's a fit, or if there's no spark to it, that's different. But if it's literally, as you say, just about the sex, just about the sexual chemistry.
Yeah. Give it a couple months. Give it a try.
And like, there are so many different things to do. There is sex therapy. There are books. There are podcasts. Like there is infinite number
of research.
Yes, there's infinite number of things to try before and for you to look up so that you can communicate in a way that like
I
think that's like in the podcast space, there's so many podcasts that are just about talking about how to talk about sex.
And specifically for women and making sure that they're getting pleasure from what's going on. I think that the podcast world is a great place to start there. Sex with Emily is a good one. There are a bunch. So do a little research there and chat. But also, like, you're not married to this guy. You don't have to date him forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give it a try. If it's still not gelling, you can take a break. You don't have to date your ex. Like, you are fine.
And you're not on a timeline. Like, you're not, I would be a little more worried if in this text, for instance, you had said, I'm worried because I have this timeline. Like, I want to have a kid, or I really want to be married tomorrow, or, you know, like, then I'd be like, okay, then, you know, whatever. But even my advice would still be the same, but the intensity with which I would be sussing it out would be different.
Yeah. Yeah. I think sometimes you just have to take it day by day, try it. If it doesn't work, that's fine. But do not get into something that's difficult to extricate yourself from because he is nice and stable.
No.
That's not.
And it's not good for him either because he's a good guy.
Yeah.
You're saying he's great. Yeah. He's warm. He's connective. And
someone else may really like the sex with him.
Yeah. And maybe somebody just wants him to be warm. Yeah. Whatever that
And she's
means.
like into that warm sex.
That's my favorite.
I love it warm.
Oh, me? Warm.
It's not hot, it's not cold, it's warm.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, there you have it.
There you have it. Oh, well, like I said, thank you for joining us today. You can go to popsnitch.com to submit your snitchuation. It's a brand new year for us. We're glad that you're still with us. Keep listening. And is there anything else you want to add?
No, we got a couple new snitchuations this morning, actually. So we'll hop on those for this coming week, but send us more. We love you so much. And please subscribe to the YouTube and support us online. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I run the space, I run the scene.